Hey, Bourbon brothers and sisters, Angry Mac here. Today we're doing a little something different. But even though it's a little something different, can you please subscribe, help me grow, hit that button, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, help me grow. I'm at about 270 right now. Let's get to 300, just short-term goals. Today, I would like to run you through a whiskey journey 101, from how to start, how to get there, and it's about my journey, the mistakes I made, so you don't have to make the same mistakes as Angry Mac made. I made a ton of them. I'll make a ton of them now, and I will continue making them, and I will continue to learn. So hopefully this Whiskey Journey 101 session will help you. Welcome to Angry Mac's TED Talk. So when I first started, it was a really weird experience because I wasn't looking for taste. I was looking for impact and effect. How fast could I get drunk as a teenager, stealing from my father's liquor cabinet? What was I going to take? What did he have in his liquor cabinet? Jack Daniel's 7. Jack Daniel's 7. We had some Johnny Walker Red. We had Southern Comfort. I wanted anything brown. I didn't want any of that vodka. You could put vodka in anything at the time. And believe me, as a teenager, we were putting vodka in everything. But I wanted to be a man. My grandfather drank bourbon and whiskey. My dad drank it occasionally. He was a big mixer with the Jack and Coke. What did I care about mixing? I just grabbed the bottle and moved on. So I started choking down JD7. Started choking down Johnny Walker Red. Let me tell you something. This was an experiment gone wrong. Completely wrong. Is this a common experiment? Oh, 100%. 100%. And I've said it before. Nobody's ever picked up whiskey and bourbon and just said, wow, this shit is fantastic. It tastes, oh my God, it tastes great. You don't become an expert on day one. Your journey starts on day one. My journey was a little bit skewed, and it was really interesting to see how things played out over the years. And I've talked about this. My journey went from the Jack Daniel's 7, Southern Comfort, which is I can't drink it anymore. Not even a bourbon. It was just not white. But the experimentation period where, as I said, you're looking to get drunk as a teenager. You're looking, and it was value. Instead of trying to find beers, it was just easier to get a bottle, believe it or not. So most people typically start their real journey. So I don't really consider that my real journey. Your real journey typically starts in normally 3 ways. Normally, a friend introduces you. You stumble upon it across a social media platform or an ad somewhere, or you said, wow, that sounds interesting. Or you're just curious. Those are really the 3 basic ways. Mine was a friend. And it wasn't actually a friend. It was a friend's father who we were at some type of party. Don't remember it was because I did have quite a bit to drink. And he gave me this little tiny glass. And there was this big bottle of Johnny Walker Blue. And my glass always seemed to be this full, no matter how much I drank, which turned out to be a problem later on in the night. I'm not going to deny it. So as you're moving in the journey, there's no certificate of graduation. You don't graduate to this sommelier. You don't graduate to this expert. The curiosity should just continue to be building for searching and hunting and finding great flavors and great tastes that you enjoy. So the mistakes I made was I was drinking stuff just to be a man. I was drinking stuff just to affect. I didn't care who I was drinking with. Whoever was with me was with me. Whatever we were doing, but we had a bottle of Jack Daniel's 7. I wish it was this barrel proof right here, because that I may, back then I may not have enjoyed this either, because this probably would have choked me and choked me out much quicker than a regular Jack Daniel's 7, but would eventually set me on a different type of journey. So I made many, many mistakes, and there are many to be made. I never picked it up and said, wow, I smell the cherry, I smell the vanilla, I smell the oak, this smells fantastic, oh my God, let it sit in your mouth for a minute, hit your lips. There was never an experiment. It was just drinking, boom, and moving on. Give me the next one. Put it on ice. Put it with soda. And those are all good things I've learned during my journey, But the mistakes were, I was just doing it to mask the flavors, to be honest. I added ginger ale to mask the flavor. I put as much ice, a little some water to mask the flavor. It wasn't to enjoy it. So instead of saying, wow, this tastes great, I'm thinking in my mind, man, this is hot. This is smoky. Is it sweet? Maybe, I'm not really sure. But how am I going to get this down my gullet unless I slam it home? Big mistake. Big mistake, because that often leads to being overserved. Being overserved isn't good for anybody, even as somebody who drinks quite often or at events quite often. And just on a side note, you should drink responsibly. No drinking and driving. No Uber, taxi, Lyft. No drinking and driving responsibly. Very, very important. Do not overindulge, or try not to overindulge. It does happen to some people. So you see, during your way, in your journey, you may not see any progression. You may not see any development. But what you need to have is patience. You need to find drinks that are approachable. Now, on this table, there are things that are approachable. There are things that are not approachable. You want to start somewhere in the lower proof, 80 to 90, 90 to 100, and work your way up. You grabbing that barrel strength hazmat right off the bat may be a way to discourage you from drinking it. It may burn out your palate. Now you're not tasting anything. Hazmat seems to be the buzzword these days. Everybody's got to have a hazmat. Most people can't really pull flavors out of a hazmat. Let's just be honest. They want to join the bandwagon for hazmat. Barrel strength's a little different. If you give me that 120, that's something that I really enjoy. And it's taken me a while to get there. Do I enjoy a hazmat? Yes. Do I enjoy all hazmat? No. I just don't. So when you're trying to develop on your journey, take small sips. Work your way up. Don't be afraid to use an ice cube. A dot of water. Open it up. Let it sit. Because when you're experimenting on your journey, not experimenting to get drunk on your journey, when you're experimenting to get the tastes and the flavors and everything you're looking for, you want to make it enjoyable because you want to come back to it. This is something you don't want to force on yourself, but you want to evolve. You need to walk before you run. Now, I tell all people I drink with, when we come over here and people don't have it, I said, listen, if you're just a starter, do me a favor. Take the first sip with no ice. Just take a sip, put it on your lips, because you want to start developing what it tastes like without anything in it. And then do as you will. But that's what I say to everybody. This, again, if you could identify one thing, that's fantastic. You're in a much better place than I was when I started. I was chasing notes. I was chasing flavors. I was chasing the next great thing, which brings me to why I have some of these things here. Because you say, Mac, they're not all craft. And I know you love the craft, which I do love the craft. I'm not against the legacy. I do enjoy the legacy. The Russell's 15, I'm savoring. The Jack Daniel's barrel strength picks, amazing. The E.H. Taylor, this is a single barrel. These are things people are chasing. And that is a mistake many beginners start. Oh my God, I got to get the E.H. Taylor. I got to get the Eagle Rare. When is that? When is that Russell's 15 dropping? Oh my God, I got to get the Elijah Craig 15. They fall into the hype, not into what is going to develop their palate. Stay away from that. Do not force yourself to like something just because everyone else does. Believe me, I've been there. And it never works out. Some of them I never got back to. Some of them, I may have been spoiled on some of them because I didn't like them and I just never got back to them because I have this bad thought in my head. There are brands that stick in my mind that I really don't drink anymore because I had a bad experience when I first started because, I got a little bit ahead of myself. And who doesn't? Who doesn't want to enjoy it when you're having fun learning something to try to get ahead? That is really something that you have to battle. The truth of the matter is, you could pick something up and not like it at all, put it down for a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, pick it up, and you're like, wow, this is really good. How did I miss this the first time? You know how you missed it? Because you weren't ready for it. It didn't open up. There are many different reasons. The main point is don't rush your journey. Your journey could be a year, could be 2 years, could be 5 years. My journey is forever. I'm still on my journey, and that's why I ask questions. That's why I watch other creators. That's why I go to bottle shares. That's why I talk to distillers. That's why I read, because my journey continues. If you have a comment about your journey, please leave it. Let me know. I love to learn about other people's journeys and what they're learning and how they got there. It could take you, as I said, months, years. What you don't want to do is you don't want to be a savage and just shoot it. I finally got the squirrel stop being a savage. Now he's enjoying it. And it changes once you enjoy it. Anybody can do a shot. But do you really want to do a shot with a Russell's 15? Do I really want to do a shot with a King's family? I'm really looking forward to getting into this agave. Thank you, Kara, Justin, and Gina for this bottle. But you want to try other things. You want to try them easy. You want to take your time and drink it how you like it. And that's the most important thing also. Drink it how you like it. Don't let anybody else influence how you're drinking it. The light will go on one day, I promise. It's about the experience of the journey. It's about not getting to the end. Hopefully you never get to the end, because when you get to the end, how boring is that going to be? You always want to be experiencing something else. Who the hell wants the journey to end? Find your people. Drink it your way. Drink for the experience. That's it. If you're just starting, relax. Roll up your sleeves. Dig in. It is going to be a long ride. Nothing you're doing is wrong. You're just doing it your own way. But try not to make the mistakes I made. I know you will, because everybody does. They're pretty common mistakes. Do me a favor, leave in the comments. What was your first bottle? What was the bottle that turned you on to being a person who enjoys it? What was the first bottle you had that was just, oh, how did I drink that? So right now I have these three things in front of me, and something I have here. Bootlegger Dovetail Distillery out of Nevada, I believe. It is an oat whiskey. I thought it was 100% oak. It is not 100% oak. But what I can tell you about this is 100% damn delicious. If you see this on the shelf anywhere, you have the opportunity to get it, you get it. I got it online, and I ordered it like a Thursday morning. It was in my house Friday afternoon. So I don't know how they're getting it here. I don't know. It's got me Pony Express, FedEx, helicopter drop. Find the people you love. Give them a hug. Tomorrow's no guarantee. And I say it all the time. It's not about what's in the glass. It's who you're sharing it with. And right now, I'm sharing it with you. And this is damn delicious, man. You take care of yourselves. As my friend Josh from Bourbon Theory would say.